Hi, I'm gonna go over my food truck challenge with you guys. This is just like the starting screen. Let me get past all this. So this is all the reports and everything. Um, these are always really important to go over, I have found, because it helped me learn a lot of different things. Um, this one I never really went over, but this one is like the competition. So this one I really compared to like was what was already available in the area. Did I really want to compete against them? What did that kind of look like? But also going along with that area, you also have the foot traffic. So how many people are they really seeing on a daily basis, on a weekly basis? And then going into the sales. So again, it's going to show like how much each district is making. Um, this is kind of showing like what demographics and then the demographic, like what those people are willing to buy. So you can see that children are more into ice cream. Young adults are a little more into frozen yogurt. Well, I mean, sorry, that's the adults. The adults are a little more into frozen yogurt, but they're obviously not highly really into anything. The seniors are very much more into ice cream than anything else. And then the young adults are kind of tying with ice cream and frozen yogurt because as that health trend continues, it's still kind of hard to back away from those childhood treats that you're so used to. So, like I said, these are all really important to go over. But I also think that it's also really helpful to do research right here, which is what I did my first week, my very first simulation. My very first simulation, I really learned a lot and was able, which I don't think I can go back and see. Yeah, not really. I was just really able to learn a bunch of different things. I kind of switched between what I did. I did research, I did food truck, I did push cart. I kind of switched up my locations. I switched up what I sold. I based all of this off of the research that I did, off of the data that they give you right off the bat. Um, so, like I said, that kind of just really helps teach me a lot, and was really interesting to see. Um, but then we moved into scenario B, and that's where I kind of struggled a lot. I think because I did so well in scenario A, I was feeling a little cocky, and I didn't really do any research. I kind of just stepped right into it, and everything I did was completely wrong. I made thousands upon thousands of dollars less than I did originally. I thought the push cart would have been a great idea on the beach with ice cream, but I was proven very, very wrong. So I wish I would have done more research within that, but unfortunately I just didn't. Um, and then going into the second scenario, which is the one that we just completed, um, I did a lot better than I thought I would have. In the reports here, you can see, let's see here. So this is, sorry, I was trying to like kind of read and find the information I was looking for, but this is something that I found really interesting is that, the train station sees the most amount of foot traffic. Right here, you can see that about 19,432 people come through, but then down here, um, their average daily orders are smaller than any of the other locations, which is really funny because when you go and look at it, like the university, oh, not the university, sorry, the beach down here, 3,120 like typical foot traffic. But then up here, they're making like, I actually think, yeah, when you look at it, they have the most average daily amount of sales. Those sales are a lot larger than places that have different foot traffic. So this is kind of where I went for that third simulation, where I ended up doing a lot better than I had on any of the others, honestly combined together. Um, so you kind of just have you can't just really like look at the foot traffic, look at what they're wanting to buy, and just fly with it. You can't really fly off the seat of your pants when it comes to opening a business like this, running a business like this. You really, really have to do that research. You have to look at your competition. You kind of have to get a feel for the area. Who is your target market? So yeah, like I was saying, the foot traffic really doesn't have anything to do with it. A lot of it just has to do with the willingness to buy when it really comes down to it. You really just cannot be jumping into these things. Something that I really liked about the simulation was not only did it teach you a lot, it taught you about the importance of that research, the importance of the target market, why the foot traffic really doesn't compare. It's more of a willingness to spend, but also being able to talk to my classmates, I guess, and just being able to compare to what they have found, what their research taught them, what worked for them, what didn't work for them. You can kind of put your heads together and really think on that. And I feel like that's a different aspect that you get with this that you wouldn't maybe really get like out in the real world, I guess is a way to put it. Like you could, but it's a lot more rare. Competitors probably aren't going to be as willing to talk to you unless you're just like, you don't really have anything open yet. You're still just like a perspective and they're not really knowing that. Um, so for this last simulation, let's see here. This is my last simulation. As you can see right here, I did ice cream all 5 weeks. I sold at the city market and I did this through a food truck because even though with the push cart you can move locations, you can change what you sell, all of that good stuff. In the end, it's really just not worth it because you can only sell so much. You have a very limited quantity that can fit into that push cart. Whereas with the food truck, you can sell a lot more. You have more of a capacity. And then here from previously from the field, I've tried the city market before, but obviously something just didn't really work as much as it did this time. Um, but the optimal spots where people are coming from, all of that kind of stuff is really important. I saw increased foot traffic. I saw increased sales. I really know like that's kind of stuff that you don't really see happening in the simulation, but like at the same time, you know it's happening. It's something you have to think about. And then also right here, thanks to recent addition of daily children's programming at City Market, ice cream sales are extremely high. So like, um, even though like the Arch District, the train station, City Market, places like that don't really seem like places where you're going to see children. You're going to see um, the the older adults, the seniors. You're really thinking maybe young adults, maybe those working class people, but this is just like the little things that you have to think of, and obviously like it my sales just skyrocketed because even that first week, I mean, I wasn't even making a bad amount of money. It just, I mean, increased by almost $1,000 when you really look at it, which is just really impressive, I think. And so I was just really impressed by these results that I was seeing because I was less than $10 behind second place here, which I don't know what he did, but it's just really interesting to go back and look at it, see everything that you learn that you're learning, see everything that's coming out of it, see the changes that you're making. I definitely saw a growth in myself from the first time I did it to now. I did it a couple times. I had Dr. Barreda like reset it for me because I was really enjoying the learning aspect of the entire thing and everything that was coming with that. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think it would be interesting to do a simulation like this or see. I don't know. There's just so many different things that you could do with this. So many different things you could sell. So many different ways that you could go about it. That's something that I'd really like to do and really like to see. But yeah, it was all just really interesting for me in the long run, and I really enjoyed everything that I learned and everything that came about it.